IEEE standards. In 1985, the Computer Society of the IEEE started a project called Project 802 to set standards to enable intercommunication among equipment from a variety of manufacturers. Project 802 does not seek to replace any part of the OSI or the Internet model. Instead, it is a way of specifying functions of the physical layer and the data link layer of major LAN protocols. The standard was adopted by the American National Standards Institute (ANSI). In 1987, the International Organization for Standardization, which is ISO, also approved it as an international standard under the designation ISO 8802. The relationship of the 802 standard to the traditional OSI model is shown figure 1. The IEEE has subdivided the data link layer into two sublayers, which are logical link control and media access control. IEEE has also created several physical layer standards for different LAN protocols. You just observe the figure 1 so that you can easily understand. This is a ISO models. This is a IEEE standard. Already we discussed data link control in the previous chapters. Data link control handles framing, flow control and error control. In IEEE project 802, flow control and error control and part of the framing duties are collected into one sublayer called the logical link control. Framing is handled in both the LLC sublayer and the MAC sublayer. MAC means media access control. LLC means logical link control. You must remember this one. See, the LLC provides one single data link control protocol for all IEEE LANs. In this way, the LLC is different from the media access control sublayer, which provides different protocols for different LANs. A single LLC protocol can provide interconnectivity between different LANs because it makes the MAC sublayer transparent. You just look at figure 1. It shows one single LLC protocol serving several MAC protocols. In this, you just look at framing. See, framing, LLC defines a protocol data unit that is somewhat similar to that of HDLC. The header contains a control field like the one in HDLC. This field is used for flow and error control. The two other header fields define the upper layer protocol at the source and destination that uses LLC. These fields are called the destination service access point and the source service access point. The other fields defined in a typical data link control protocol such as HDLC are moved to the MAC sublayer. In other words, a frame defined in HDLC is divided into a PDU. PDU means protocol data unit at the LLC sublayer and a frame at the MAC sublayer. You can see this LLC sublayer and frame sublayer in figure 2. Need for LLC. The purpose of the LLC is to provide flow and error control for the upper layer protocols that actually demand these services. For example, if a LAN or several LANs are used in an isolated system, LLC may be needed to provide flow and error control for the application layer protocols. However, most upper layer protocols such as IP means Internet Protocol, do not use the services of LLC. Second one, media access control, MAC. We discussed multiple access methods including random access, controlled access and channelization. IEEE project 802 has created a sublayer called media access control that defines the specific access method for each LAN. For example, it defines CSMA-CD as the media access method for Ethernet LANs and the token passing method for token ring and token bus LANs. As was discussed in the previous passing method for token ring and token bus LANs, as we discussed in the previous section, part of the framing function also handled by the MAC layer. In contrast to the LLC sublayer, the MAC sublayer contains a number of distinct modules. Each defines the access method and the framing format specific to the corresponding LAN protocols. The physical layer is dependent on the implementation and type of physical media used. IEEE defines detailed specifications for each LAN implementation. For example, although there is only one MAC sublayer for standard Ethernet, there is a different physical layer specifications for each Ethernet implementations.